Hello, everyone. Welcome to your Wednesday slideshow video. It is hump day, you're halfway there, and today is going to be super duper fun, so get excited. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We have your slideshow video. Read every day. You should be reading for 30 minutes to 1 hour every day. Table of contents and your learning goal. Let's go over it together. Here we go. Students will identify similarities and differences of details in order to determine patterns in behavior of parents and offspring that help offspring survive. All right. And geez, I think I've done that in every video so far. All right. Your reading success criteria. The student can determine the main topic after reading an informational text. The student can identify key details that support the main topic of the text. The student can identify a focus detail and another focus detail in a text. And the student can describe the connection between the two details in a text. Your writing success criteria. The student can state an opinion and give a reason for this opinion about a topic in writing. The student can provide some sense of closure when sharing an opinion in writing. The student can recall information from experiences to answer questions in writing. The student can gather information from provided sources to answer a question in writing. And your science success criteria. The student can use grade level books and other reliable media to gather scientific information about patterns of behavior of parents and offspring. Today, your essential question is the same. How do animal parents help their offspring survive? And today, we will create a plan to take care of a MEEP in order to demonstrate our understanding of how parents take care of and protect their offspring. So, today, you are creating your plan. Today is the day. All right, I'm going to show you everything you need to know for today's assignment in Google Classroom. So, stick with me, and this should be easy. So, you're going to go to Science 520, your MEEP plan. Whoops. And this is going to seem like a lot, but I promise you it's not as much as you think. So there's a couple ways that you can go about this, all right? You know what I just thought about? I hope I did this. Wait. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, we're good. All right, sorry. So you are going to use this prompt to help you to complete these other slides. Okay. And like I said, it might seem like a lot, but it's not as much as you think. Now you have two options here. You can do it here on Google Classroom, which would probably be easier. Or you can create something on your own and take pictures and send it to me. So let's go over what you're going to do. It says, this is a MEEP, a pretend baby animal. Your job is to be a pretend parent and make a plan to take care of it. MEEPs are mammals that live in the forest and eat nuts and berries as adults. What will it need to be safe and grow? You need to design a shelter, explain how it will be protected, explain how you will feed it, and how will you help it live in the wild. So let's go over each one. First, talking about shelter. You can describe what your shelter will look like here, or for this one, you can take a picture of your shelter that you design and add it to the slide below. So if you want to do that, you can take the picture, upload it to your computer, and then you would go to Insert, Image, and then Upload from Computer, and you can put your picture right here on this slide, which what I would prefer you do. And when I say you design something, you can build it or you can just draw a picture with crayons on a piece of paper, whatever works best for you. So you have lots of options for the shelter. You can describe it, you can draw it, you can build it, and then you can put a picture here. It's totally your call, all right? But for shelter, you need to tell me how are you going to protect the MEEP, okay? Next one, protection. Explain how the meat will be protected. How are you going to keep it safe from danger? So I want you to think about all the animals we've talked about, all of the, especially the specifically going back to Help Me Grow text. Think about how those animals protect their young. How are you going to protect this meat? How are you going to keep it safe from danger? So you're just going to write that in this box, okay? Then you have feeding. Explain how you will feed the meep. How will you get the food? How will you give the food to the meep so the meep and you are safe? Think about those things when you're feeding the meep. Maybe you're going to feed it one thing in the beginning and then it's going to grow older and you're going to give it other things. Think also, go back to the description here. It says meeps are mammals that live in the forest and eat nuts and berries as adults. So a meep, remember, is a pretend baby animal. This is what they eat as adults, but what do they eat as a baby? Okay, so you're thinking about that when you're working on your feeding slide. Okay, and last, you're going to be talking about how they will live. How will you help the meep live in the wild? How will you make sure, sorry, what will you do to make sure the meep can live in the wild without you? Its parent. So you're the meep's parent, right? What are you going to do to help it grow so that when you have to separate from it, how can it survive on its own? Think about, again, go back, think about the other animals that we've learned about. Go back to your Help Me Grow text. Think about what we've worked on. What did those animals do to help their babies survive when they got older? Because those babies don't stay with their parents all the time. They do in the beginning, but then they grow up and they go off on their own and the parents go off on their own. So you have to think about that when you are doing this with your meep. How are you going to make sure that the meep is going to be able to go off on its own without you once you have helped it to grow? Okay, once it's not a baby anymore. All right. So, like I said, it seems like a lot, but it's really not as much because what you're doing is you're just typing in your answers. So, use the research you've done to come up with these answers. Okay. Look back at your Help Me Grow text. Look back at your work you've done over the past 2 weeks. It's all still on Google Classroom, so you can still go back and look at that stuff. You just got to go in and find it under the days, and it should be very, very easy. I'm really excited to see your pictures if you post them. I'm excited to see your answers to these questions because I think you guys are going to do an awesome, awesome job. Once you're done, make sure you turn it in. And then tomorrow, you're going to do something that goes with this, but you need to make sure that you have access to your MEEP to this assignment that you do today for tomorrow, because tomorrow you're writing an opinion piece. So don't forget about this assignment. You might even want to review it. Actually, we'll talk about that on the Thursday slideshow. So I don't know why I'm telling you right now. Anyways, have fun with this, enjoy yourself, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. See you later.